Hi there. Do you want to die? I mean, yeah, if the answer is yes, you should probably seek medical help. But in this case, it should be no, right? And here we're talking about barotrauma. So, is it possible to not die? No, not entirely, but there's ways to avoid that. So, I'm just gonna run you through a few things you might do that might, just keep you fucking alive when your crew, when your captain is just smashing into something out of nowhere, just smashing through ice, or your fucking engineer is just provoking a nuclear meltdown. All right, so just sit back and relax and absorb this knowledge. Knowledge. All right. Thank you. All right. So start off. So far, I'm pretty protected. Why? Because I have anabolic steroids. I have a diving suit in the navigation room. So if anything comes in, breaches the hull, like a mud raptor, I can easily just pop it on, double click. Here I am. I'm ready to eat some bite wounds, pull out my revolver, and probably retaliate as well. In this case, I'm ready. Yeah. But as a crew member, what are you meant to do? Well, important is to know where nearby diving suits are. They're most likely in airlocks. They're most likely scattered around the ship. You just need to know, because if you do have a diving mask, that thing is gonna save you from pressure. It will be enough oxygen for you to get around the ship and put the nearest diving suit on. Make sure you take off your mask when you put the suit on so you don't just suffocate because of that. Now medicine, regarding medicine, I selected a few things that you might have available or you might want to use as a medic when everything goes to shit. Now I'm not an amazing medic. I'm not a intense medic player. I just know what I need to use at certain points. This is mostly for bleeding, which I tend to do a lot. No, I'm not a girl. Naloxone and fentanyl, these need to go together. If you only put fentanyl, which is really good, it will. I know it takes care of most really bad injuries. Don't ask me which injuries, because I'll just I'll put it over here what it takes care of. You might want to use naloxone because you will have an overdose. If you're putting too much fentanyl, or I don't know if one's enough. We should try it right now, actually. Let's. I mean, I have no afflictions, but just so we understand, we're getting a bit dizzy, and we're getting an overdose. Now we use naloxone. We use it straight for. We get an addiction, actually, and I think that two fentanyls just can kill you. It's pretty much, it just kills you. So careful with that. Steroids are really good. Don't actually do steroids in real life, please. Mainly because I think it grants you extra resistance. You can take more damage, I'd say. You go on a full-on Tyler 1 roid rage, and you can retaliate with whatever threat it's happening. Maybe the ship is under attack. Maybe there's a lot of things hitting the ship. Just whatever. Maybe there's a griefer. Morphine is quite used, I'd say. It's very useful, I'd say. It treats most things. It makes you a bit dizzy. Makes you a bit, funky chunky, and it gives you a bit of addiction. But I'd say it's quite safe to use. Of course, don't inject too much in yourself. It can get pretty funky. I don't usually use tonic liquid, but it is useful for internal damage, which is quite common. I'd say internal damage can be caused by side effects from medicine or bite wounds or whatever other stuff. Bandages is a must. They can be stacked lately, so you can't really just use a bandage for both of your arms. You need to use one bandage for each arm. Oh, this is when you're fixing stuff like junction boxes or mechanical stuff that you might get lacerations or burns from. So that's quite useful. Now, another thing you might want to use, just to make sure you're extra alive. Is I'm not sure about this. I don't think you can equip this. I was just making sure. I think you can use it as treatment or something. No, it's just a shell. I'm not actually sure what you can use this. But body armor and helmet and fragments and shells. I think you can use the fragment. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Yeah, I have a fragment. I'm not sure how much protection this will provide. It's quite heavy, so you won't be able to move too much. Why am I pointing out that you can use fragments? Well, basically, let's say you're an engineer. You can't really beat the shit out of a security guard and take his body armor, right? Which does protect you from a few bullets. We will test that out in a second. I'm not actually sure about helmets. I guess we can use that as well. Let's see how. I never actually wore a helmet. Wow, that looks stupid. Anyway, let's test these things out, shall we? I got 2 unconsensual lab rats here, so here you go, buddy. Let's just make sure you have this on, and oops, he's back up. In this case, you know, you can always tase him again. I'm so horrible, but this is for Christopher. I hope you understand. This is for science, yeah. I only have a revolver here, so I'm not sure how the armor is gonna protect against this. I will make a whole thing based on weapons, but at the moment we're just gonna test that. A revolver shot to the chest deals that much damage. It's a lot, and I think he's bleeding now. He has bullet wounds. He has stuff. Am I having a withdrawal? Yeah, it's just gonna happen after an addiction, but you'll be fine. Now he's a lot more protected. Look at that. I don't think you can see that properly, but I barely took a bit off him. And now we're gonna shoot him in the head. Right, that would have dealt a lot more damage. He is panicking, he is bleeding out, but he's alive. He's alive, frankly. And there's one more thing that we need to test. Oh, he's still bleeding out. Give me 1 second. Don't worry, buddy. I got you. There we go. I want to see how well this small shell performs. Oh, wow, that's impressive. So, Moloch shell, guys, it doesn't make you walk quick, but hey, that works. What I tend to do in case of a griefer, I also get to put my diving suit on because it does offer protection against bullets, pellets and stuff, because, you know, griefers just, in my case, on my ships, I do have weapons just lying around, so they might just pick a shotgun and start shooting stuff, you know. We don't want that, so pick up your diving suit and that'll be it. That'll be good to go. So, that's pretty much just staying alive. You can also color your diving suit if you fancy that. I know, I just found out recently. Don't laugh at me. Also, important thing I want to point out, right? This sounds really silly, but please alert your crew when you're dying, right? I usually play captain. Not that I want to, but I usually start hosting the game and it puts me as captain first. And I just find dead bodies around the fucking submarine. And I never expect it, you know. I'm like, oh, that guy's dead. What happened? Oh, somebody switched his oxygen tank with welding fuel. That's hilarious anyway. You see, these bots, they're smart people. They use the global chat. So the thing you get through your headset. That's why you have a headset. Tell people you're dying. If you can't say through your mic, just type it out, man. I'm dying, I'm bleeding, I'm something. Because I'm tired of finding corpses around. Die professionally and alert people of what your position and what's happening, right? Unless you're a griefer, nobody cares about you. Just die. So yeah, that's about it on dying professionally. I'd say that's all I know. If you have any other ideas on how to stay alive and how to die professionally, you know, just drop them down below and that'll be it.